gentlemen, coaches, participants, parents, and honored guests. My name is Johnny B. Baker Jr. That's my real name. It's not showbiz, that's me. That's my name of daddy. And I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing tonight's featured speaker. Like our participants who show their resilience every day by not giving up, pushing through, completing the task set before them, this gentleman represented the city of Philadelphia with the greatest example of the word perseverance. He fired up our team and every last one of you in this room and every last one of you in this city with the moniker, Next Man Up. He showed us confidence by sending one of the greatest plays ever witnessed. He showed great judgment by having one of those sneaky practices where the people who will remain nameless got to see and they didn't. They will go nameless and winless. Like his book, Fearless, he showed the whole world how an underdog can become a champion. Everybody say, woo, 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 woo. All right. For all the determination put forth by him in this city, the football team, we can hold our heads up high and say with conviction and the words, everybody with me, Super Bowl champs. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together and welcome the next man up, Coach Pederson. And now since I've been back as the head coach here since 2016, so I appreciate Mike for reaching out. But, you know, first of all, I want to thank the first team for giving me this opportunity. Obviously, you know, family, just thank you so much again for what you guys stand for. Getting a chance to meet you and take a picture, I mean, it means a lot to me and my family, and thank you so much for that. But, you know, I think about First Tee, and I've heard a lot of great comments tonight on what First Tee stands for. And you know, back in the back, the flag back there in the back has the 9 core values on it. And they're right here: honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, respect, confidence, responsibility, perseverance, courtesy, and judgment. And you know, I think about perseverance. In my life, as an athlete growing up, everything wasn't so easy. Right? Everything was not easy. I was one of those kids growing up where I kind of had to earn everything. And I talk to my team even today about the word respect and what respect means. We talk about respecting our opponents and we talk about respecting each other in the game of football and all of that. I think respect can be earned, right? I think it can be earned. And we heard a little bit about it tonight already, and how you behave and how you act and how you treat others. I think that's so important, how we treat others. I talk to my team a lot about being honest, being transparent, being open. I stand in front of the football team. I want them to see me for who I am. I don't want to stand in front of the football team and address the team and they go, you know what? This guy's a phony. This guy's fake. He's not for real. He doesn't really mean what he says.
I don't ever want to be a part of it or be associated of a team or a club that feels that way. But I think about the word perseverance. And I think about what perseverance has meant in my life as I was preparing to kind of just share with you guys for the next few minutes on what that means, what that looks like. You guys have witnessed it with our team, what perseverance means, right? The hard work. One of the other points that I talk to my team a lot about is failure. I think part of perseverance comes failure. It's okay to fail. I think we learn from failure, right? Winning covers up a lot of things. Does it not?
Yep.
Covers up a lot of things. But when you fail, it teaches us many things. And I think that's so important in I think about my life becoming a head football coach in this league. Before I became a head coach, football coach, I was a player. I played 14 seasons in the National Football League. I was basically fired from my job 6 times. Yeah. You know, we cut players and trade players and all that. I was cut 6 times in the National Football League before I spent 8 years in Green Bay. I did spend 1 year in Philadelphia, and then spent a year in Cleveland, and then came back. But my 8 years in Green Bay taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about perseverance, and it taught me that hard work does pay off. It teaches you that you can just, keep your nose down, stay to the grind, keep working every single day. Good things are going to happen. I was fortunate enough to be a part of 2 Super Bowl teams in Green Bay. I won one as a player, and I lost one as a player. And I can honestly say that my kind of claim to fame is that I beat the Patriots as a player in the Super Bowl, and then I came back and beat them as a coach. And so for me, I think about my journey, and about those times that I was cut, and I think about the times that I failed, personally in my life, and then professionally in the sport that I truly love. And I think what First Tee represents with empowering these kids and challenging these kids every single day to live by a set of core values and responsibilities, and to be, again, this is what I love about sports. This is the beauty of sports and how it teaches us life lessons. Life lessons that are going to carry us when we raise our own kids. We have 3 sons. We have one in graduate school. We have one that's going to be a senior playing college football. And then we have one that's a senior in high school. So we're going to be empty nesters in about 3 months. Can't wait. Might be able to golf a little bit more. But I think about that. I think about the life skills that sports challenges us with, right? And I think about what it means to persevere. And I wrote this down. And this really is really what First Tee is all about. And this is what perseverance is all about. I think to succeed in anything, we do in life, we must continue through the bad breaks, okay, our own mistakes, while learning from past experiences. And I think that's the thing that we have to, sort of hang our hats on. I think about the Super Bowl. I think about, a couple years ago winning the Super Bowl, and the excitement that it brought, and it still brings to the people of Philadelphia and the surrounding community. And I can't tell you, it's hard really to go anywhere in the city and not hear a story of a family who, where they were on Super Bowl Sunday, and what it means to a family, to an entire family, from the grandmothers and grandfathers all the way down to the grandkids and great-grandkids. And I think about that Super Bowl, and I think about, okay, can we live in the past? No, we really can't. Can we learn from our experiences? Yes, we can. We don't ever want to live back there in 2017 and 2018, but I'm going to tell you, we're going to learn from it. and we're going to get better, and we are going to persevere through. And so these last couple of seasons, and again, thinking about that word perseverance, our football team in 2018, we basically wiped out our entire secondary. I think about, we'll go back to 2017. I mean, we lost Jason Peters, we lost Darren Sproles, we lost Chris Maragos, we lost Jordan Hicks, and we lost Carson Wentz. And we somehow won a Super Bowl. And we talk about the next man up mentality, and I kept telling the team that it's not about individuals. Many of you work in companies that have many employees, and it's not about one person. It's not about one guy or one woman. Because yes, I do believe that one person can make a difference, but I truly believe that a team can make that miracle. And this is what I shared to our football team after we lost Carson Wentz and that run we went on. But I can learn from that experience as I went through the 2018 season. And then this past year, did you guys know our receivers at the end of the year? I mean, John Clark is like flipping through his notes trying to figure out, who these guys are, trying to broadcast the news and the sports, but we persevered. Because you know what? It was the next man up mentality. And it wasn't about one guy. Right? It wasn't about one person. And so, for me, being able to lead, and this is why I go back to being honest and being transparent and being open with my teammates, or my team and my coaches. Because if they don't believe, and if we don't believe in 9 core values in our own lives, we don't make that run. We don't win the NFC East. We don't give ourselves an opportunity to play for another Super Bowl last year. And I think that's so important. And there's 2 phrases that I share with my coaching staff, and I share this with my players quite a bit. There's 2 phrases. The first one is I can't, or I won't. I can't and I won't. Those drive me crazy. Because as a coach, we are empowered to teach. We are empowered. We have given the ability to persuade. We've given the ability to lead. And in the words, I can't and I won't, that doesn't match up. Doesn't match up. And I think, again, I think back to this last year. And for me, again, standing in front of the team, leading the football team, and just saying, guys, we're just going to roll up our sleeves and go to work. We're going to go to work. I think about this ring, and I think about what it means to me personally and the journey that we went on to win a championship, and how hard it is to get to that game and to win that game. I've been in this business like 24, 25 years as a player and a coach. Been blessed to be to 3 Super Bowls. Blessed to win 2 of them. But that's a small, look at Coach Reed. I love him. Yeah. We were pulling so hard for he and the Chiefs to win that game. Yep. Yeah. But it just goes to show how hard it is to succeed in life and to succeed, obviously, in the game of sport and in our sport. But he has persevered. He's pushed through all the negative talk, through all the criticism, through all the WIP interviews that I have to do on Monday. WIP fans in here? No? Thank you. But to be able to block out the noise, right? To be able to block it out, that's what's important. Honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, respect, the confidence, responsibility to yourself, right? talk a lot about ownership. I keep a coin that I made up after the Super Bowl year. It's just a little bit smaller than, say, a poker chip, but I keep it in my pocket. And I had these made up for the team a couple of years ago. And it says, everything matters on one side. Everything matters. Every one of these core values matters. In every one of our lives. We can connect to at least one of these, if not all nine. And on the back side, it talks about ownership and commitment. Responsibility. Own your job. Be responsible to those around you, but be committed. Are you interested or are you committed? There's a difference. There's a huge difference. Am I committed to my marriage or am I just interested in my marriage? To our kids, to our families. And it's just a simple little reminder that every day I wake up and I see that. And I reach down and it's in my pocket and I keep it in my pocket and I can pull that out. Because everything we do in life matters. Everything we do. And we've got this stuff, if you've ever been at NovaCare, we've got this stuff plastered all over the building. Because I want our players to see kind of my mind and how I think. The football part, we got that. We got that. But now it's the ability to lead young men, young women, these kids, in the game of life. So this is my challenge. Dr. Naomi, you kind of stole the words right out of my mouth. We need to live by these 9 core values. We need to support our children. And I think golf is a tremendous way to bring kids to sport, but a way to bridge the gap. We got to make this place a better place to live. Respect our neighbors. And let them chase their dreams. Because as a young boy growing up in Ferndale, Washington, a town of 4,500 people, my dream was to play in the National Football League. I never thought I would be here as a head football coach. But if there weren't coaches along the way, encouraging me, pushing me, challenging me to be the best me every single day, I wouldn't be here. I was asked tonight what would I be doing if I wasn't coaching? And quite honestly, I never thought of Plan B. Because I knew that football was a passion that I had, and I was going to do everything I could to get there. But if it wasn't for the mentors in my life, the coaches in my life, my wife, I shared a story with my team this year that when things weren't going so well, she looked at me one night and said, "You need to pull your head out of your butt and just coach the team." As simple as that. But those are simple reminders, right? Simple reminders. And for me, that's what kind of got us over the hump at the end of the year. We leaned on each other. It was truly a next man up mentality, and we got the job done. We're looking forward, obviously, to 2020. You know, we're right in the middle of free agency, starts here in a couple of weeks. The draft is coming up. We're excited for the opportunity that we have before us to put together another good football team and another good run. So, again, thanks First Tee for allowing me to come and share with you guys. Hope you had a great night, and go Birds.